Hi, I'm Bill Selleck. Let's talk about shooting to edit. What shooting to edit means is that you're going to take all the choices you would typically make when you're editing on your computer, and you're going to make those decisions while you're filming. If you have a big Hollywood production, you're going to have 5 different cameras shooting the same thing from 5 different angles. You might have a wide shot, close up, a shot from way up high. But when you're a teacher, you don't have this option. You have one camera, and the goal is to just choose which angle you want and film that one angle that one time. Not only does it save you from reshooting it 5 different times, but it saves you a lot of time and a lot of hard drive space so that you don't have to go through and look at all 5 shots from 5 different angles at the same time, because you've only shot it one way. But that's okay, because you've already made that decision. You made that decision when you were storyboarding it and planning your shots out. Then you just go and film it. The other thing you can do when you're working with students in particular is you can take a mistake and you make that an edit point. So if the goal originally that you wrote down in your script, in your storyboards, was student walks in, picks up a water bottle, and looks to the camera and says something, maybe the kid forgot their line. But that whole first part is fantastic. So you start off with a wide shot, kid walks in, picks up a water bottle, but when it comes time for the line that the student forgot, just cut, make that your edit point. Don't do the whole first part. The first part's fantastic. Just take it from, hi, here's my line. So instead of being one long shot, walk in, water bottle, talk, it's walk in, water bottle, cut to a close-up, and then you're talking. It helps you move through material a lot quicker when you're not working with professional actors, and when you're a teacher, that's pretty much all the time. If you're new to video, you are not new to storytelling. You know how to tell stories verbally, you know how to tell stories written, and you know how to tell stories through pictures. You're going to do the same thing, but with video. In fact, I have video of this first time. I'm going to walk you through. You can see in my photos how it could very quickly turn into video. In fact, I have video footage of this trip to Maui, but I think it's just as effective for me just to narrate it and show you a few pictures. So we went to Maui, arrived and met some of my wife's friends. We ended up taking the road to Hana, which takes you all around the south end of Maui. Here are the 7 sacred pools that Andy jumped in. You can see they're not so sacred. We got to go to a luau for free. It was amazing. We had pig and fire dancers and hula dancers. Fantastic. Here's my wife and her friends, some of the more fashionable people I know, but they wore these just hideous shorts the entire time, which was extra fun. We had just a blast hiking luau's. We had a great time. You can see that this works as just photos. Instead of just seeing our friend Andy asleep here, it would be him asleep with ocean in the background, and that's about it. One more example for you. Again, just beginning, middle, and end of the story. Here's my friend Brent. We woke up early to go surfing. He took me to one of his secret spots, Trail 3 in San Clemente. You can also see nice wide shots so that you know where we are. We paddled out. He caught some great waves, started to show off a little bit for the camera. This one's probably my favorite photo of the day. A couple times he almost hit me just because I had to be so close to the camera. He really liked to show off. In fact, this was him just jumping out saying "Ndoye," so they wouldn't have to paddle quite so far. We had a great time. Now, even though this is my closure shot, this was before we went in the water. With nonlinear editing, which is every video editing software on your computer, you can rearrange things. So even though this was before all the other shots of us in the water, he's walking away from the camera, added a quick sepia filter, framed it up nicely, and we had a great time. It's a great closure shot, even though it's not what I had originally intended it for. So you can rearrange all of your shots after the fact to tell the story you want to tell, even if it's not the story that actually happened. You want to focus on getting a variety of shots. You definitely need your establishing and closing shots to let people know here's where we're starting and, by the way, we're done. Not only is it going to give you enough material so that you have a story to tell, but it's going to give you the ability to tell the type of story that you want to tell in an interesting way. If you had nothing but wide shots, you're going to have a really boring video. But if you have an over-the-shoulder shot, point of view shot, reverse shots, your videos are going to be far more interesting and they're going to look more professional. If they look more professional, it makes you as the teacher more credible. People will look at your video and say, this person knows what they're doing. It doesn't matter if you actually know what you're doing. If you have professional looking video, people will automatically assume that you are credible and professional. The other great thing that having enough shots and a wide variety of shots gives you is that it's easy to edit. Particularly with an insert shot like this one in the corner. If you have reverse, 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 and then you want to cut to something else, but you don't know what to cut to, or you're trying to speed it up because it took too long between lines, you add an insert shot, then cut back to that other shot, and you have more control over the pace and what happens. So these are a few tricks that are going to help make your videos more professional, and they're going to make them a lot easier to edit because you've made most of those choices in camera.